Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Motivated here, back in here for another episode of the Mr. Motivated YouTube channel. As always, I like to take the time to thank y'all all for tuning in to today's episode. And like that, let's just get started. So for today's episode, I wanted to talk about being willing to sacrifice for your goals that you're trying to accomplish. You gotta understand something. When you're striving for something in life, no matter how much you try to put things off, or probably try to do or think to yourself, I want it, but I think I could still do a little bit of the bullshit that I used to do while trying to strive for the goal and still accomplish it. Because you're young and you're just now trying to level up. So you think that it's okay, I can still hit the blunt sometimes here and there, and I can still do my work. I can try to balance it out, or I can still be doing all these things that I was deemed bullshit, but I can still do my work. Then it comes a time when you realize you're gonna have to cross a line where you realize just how bad you want it, and you're gonna have to ask yourself, do I want it that bad where I'm willing to sacrifice, the things that I used to do as far as my recreational time? Do I want it that bad enough am I willing to sacrifice spending all these weekends hanging out, going to the club, partying or drinking or whatever the case was that I deemed was fun on just my recreational time? Am I willing to sacrifice, seeing certain people, or if I'm gotta go lose weight or something like that, am I willing to sacrifice the Haagen-Dazs or the food that I was eating? Am I willing to keep my sacrifices in discipline? It's not just sacrifices. You're gonna have to have discipline too. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna start off sacrificing what you need. You're gonna realize that I have to sacrifice one thing or two things, three things. It might be sleep, it might be time, it might be a whole lot of things that you really love doing. But you're gonna have to sacrifice those things if you want to accomplish that goal that bad. You're gonna have to fill in those other time slots with the things that you need to do to accomplish that goal, that dream that you're pushing for. That's just what it is. It's tough, it ain't easy, But at the same token, it's something that must be done. And when you accomplish that goal, you accomplish that dream, you're going to feel, very, very great, because you did something that you probably didn't deem yourself or seen yourself being able to do. Now, I didn't know how I was going to put that blunt down. After I got off of work all the time, that's all I did was smoke. Boom. Or I hit the drink. The weekends came. I was a weekend warrior. I used to love just going out. I was addicted to it. I didn't see how I was going to do that. Man, I love going up to the strip clubs, these big booty girls and this, that, and the third. And I didn't know how I was going to cut that out to be able to make the time for my goals, But you came to a crossroad. You hit an intersection. But you realize in order to go further and to actually level up, I was gonna have to take this sacrifice here. And when I take this sacrifice, I gotta stay committed to it. I gotta be disciplined with it. I can't just lose my focus and be like, I think I'm gonna relapse real quick. I'm gonna break the routine just this one day, because that one day gonna turn into 2 days, and in 2 days, next thing you know, you back on your bullshit. You doing the same thing that wasn't getting you nowhere. So you gotta understand that. Are you willing to take those sacrifices to accomplish them goals that you say you want to accomplish? If you're studying for a test right now, you're trying to go to college, or you're trying to be something else as far as school, are you willing to say, you know what, I'm not gonna be watching such and such television show when I get out of school. I gotta sacrifice that time of watching that show to study on my grades so I could get to the next level. So I can accomplish this craft I'm trying to accomplish, so I can mold myself into what I'm really trying to be in life that I see myself being, that I know I got the potential to be? Are you really, really willing to make those sacrifices? And if you want them goals and dreams that bad to come true, you're going to have to take some sacrifice. You're going to have to stay disciplined. You're going to have to be 10 toes down. And sometimes, listen, it ain't going to always be fun. It ain't going to be, roses and ice cream and cake all day or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be sweet all the time. But understand this, it's going to be worth it. When you accomplish that goal and that dream, it's going to be worth it. Because you're going to be able to show up on all the people that did not believe in you. You're going to be able to see how far you came from where you used to be to now where you at now. How you probably used to be struggling, running down the street to catch the bus to get to work. Now you pulling up in a brand new car, a nice joint, or you used to be somewhere in the projects living, and now you are always somewhere else. The suburbs, living a better life. Your kids living a better life. You ain't got to be stingy with your kids. I wouldn't say stingy, but, taking them sacrifices. Because my mom used to tell me certain things like that all the time. Look, you want them jeans or you want cable? Do you want this or you want that bill to be paid? Which one you want? Which one you think is more important? You ain't gonna have to be telling your kids that like that all the time. You'll have the money for that. You'll be able to get this and pay the bills. If they deserve it, don't just go out spoiling. That's a whole nother note. Spoiling your kids because you don't really teach them nothing like that. Teach them the value of hard work. But at the same token, you won't have to be playing that any, mini, miny, mo game with your pockets and what it is that you want. You got it. You ain't even thinking about it. When you go to swipe your card, you ain't thinking about what's the price. You ain't thinking about anything like that. You just know you got it. And you got it because you got it off debit. It ain't off credit and you running up your debt or whatever the case may be. It's going to come a time when you have to take those sacrifices and just understand it's going to be worth it at the end. It ain't going to be something that's overnight success. Nothing is overnight far as success. Greatness don't come overnight. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the effort. And let me tell you something. You're going to have your obstacles. You're going to have your things standing in front of you. You're going to have your crew of haters. You're going to have your discouraging moments. But at the same token, it's all going to shape you up to be that person that you always wanted to be. Once you overcome them obstacles, them hurdles, and you show up on them people, listen. You're going to be a changed individual. Because it's always the hardest the first time. When Jay-Z was trying to be the Jay-Z that he is today, it was always the hardest the first time when he was first trying to get that first record deal. He's first trying to get Rockefeller Records off the ground. But once they got a name for themselves, next thing you know, he can open up Rockaway like that. He could go ahead and do all these other business moves like that because he built up a name for himself. So understand that's always going to be the hardest that first time because you're new to it. You're just now putting in these sacrifices. You got to get your body adjusted to it. The time you got to get up in the morning, the time you got to go to sleep, the late nights, the early mornings, the constant grind, the fighting through the mental hurdles, the physical hurdles. Yeah, you're going to have to be able and willing to take those sacrifices and stay disciplined and believe in your process. Understand that this thing here that I'm chasing is greatness. And if I could accomplish this, it could change my whole life. So it's worth chasing. It's worth them early mornings. It's worth them late nights. It's worth putting in that effort. It's worth staying disciplined and being focused on my grind. So just understand that, guys. If you want something out of life, if you want to accomplish something, if you want it that bad, you're going to have to take some sacrifices. It's just what comes with the territory. You ain't going to have to take them forever, but you are going to have to take them for that time that you are trying to accomplish them goals and them dreams. So just understand that. And it's all good. It's just going to shape you up to be a much better person. In the end, by the time you get to the end of that road, you're going to be thanking yourself back and you're going to be like, man, I couldn't 2 years ago, I couldn't see myself where I'm at now. 3 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I couldn't see myself where. Look at my account, man. I used to be struggling to pay this or pay that. Man, now I'm gonna pay that off 6 months in advance. Now I ain't worried about a thing. Yeah, believe it can happen to you. Believe it will. Keep putting in that work. Keep on grinding. Keep trusting your process, and keep striving for success. Don't let anybody tell you what you can and what you cannot do. You set the bar out here. You set your own limitations. And if you say I ain't got no limitations, then damn it, you ain't got no limitations. Go ahead and be all you can be. Take those sacrifices. Stay disciplined. And go live them dreams, man. This your boy, Mr. Motivated here. If you like what I'm seeing in this video, you know what to do. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I really appreciate the support. And also, it actually helps YouTube's algorithm when you like and you share the video, you subscribe and you comment. So I really, really do appreciate that. And like that, I'll catch you on the next episode, y'all. This your boy, Mr. Motivated here. I see y'all later, y'all. I'm out.